Welcome to the Transparent FX Academy. I'm Nick and I'm a top author on TradingView with over 190k reputation points. In this video, I will be speaking about USDCAD. Now, as usual, to keep the video as educational as possible, first I will be covering the technical aspect for this market. Then we will be moving to the order flow by looking at the commitment of traders, so the COT data, so essentially what hedge funds and the big players in the market are doing and how they're moving their orders. And by the end of the video, by using a combination of these two different types of analysis, we will try to understand where we have the highest probabilities for the next potential move here for this pair. So this is definitely a video you do not want to miss. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. This is the place to be for high quality, free trading education. Now, without further ado, let's jump straight onto the charts. Starting here from the monthly time frame, what we can see is that at the moment we have a market which is range bound from a monthly standpoint. In fact, what we can notice is that here the top of the range has been acting as resistance for quite some time, and the bottom of the range has been acting as support for quite some time. Here it was acting as resistance, preceding all these rejections to the downside, and here it was acting as support, preceding all these rejections to the upside. And at the moment, we have the market which is exactly in the middle of these two levels. So in a situation like this, we could expect more horizontal price action to be created inside of this range. However, we must keep in mind how the last test was at the bottom of the range. So the next logical test should be at the top of the range. Dropping down on the weekly time frame, what we can see. Now here from a weekly standpoint, there is some structure which is important to identify, which is in fact exactly this level here, which the market is currently testing. This zone was acting as previous support here, again acting as support here. Then the market broke it to the downside and all this previous support was turned resistance here. Now the market has broken back above that zone. So this previous resistance is now once again acting as support, and we could expect a potential rejection to the upside to be created away from this support and demand area. Dropping down on the daily time frame, what do we see? Now here on the daily, I did speak about USDCAD a few days ago. After the market had created this M pattern, I explained all the reasons for which we could expect a rejection to the upside after the creation of this M pattern, which is in fact exactly what the market did. And by the way, I will link in the description that previous analysis so you can go and check it out for more free education. Now, in a situation like this, in which you have essentially the market that from a daily perspective is trapped in this range from a daily standpoint, so also on the daily we have a range with the resistance being here and the support being here at the bottom, you could simply expect the market to continue to move horizontally before breaking out either to the upside or to the downside. However, we have to keep in mind that since we have already analyzed what we have on the monthly and weekly timeframes, and we have seen that we have higher probabilities of getting a potential push higher rather than a push lower, if the market from here just breaks below, we wouldn't really have anything interesting because we would have a lower probability of getting more bearish price action. So if the market remains in this range or if it breaks below, we really don't have anything interesting. The only situation that would be interesting is if we get a break above the range. Because if we get a break above the range, at that point after the break on the retest of the previous resistance turn support, this is where we have good probability of getting more institutional longing, which at that point would further increase the probabilities of a potential push higher away from this level. Now, speaking about institutional longing, let's go and see what we have when it comes to the commitment of traders, so the COT data, so essentially what hedge funds and the big players in the market are doing. Now, if we check the data for the CAD, we can see how with the last reports, net positions have been massively decreasing. We went from having minus 800 net positions to minus 19,800 net positions. So institutions clearly are moving back to the bearish side for the CAD with minus 19k net positions. In fact, we can see 19,000 shorts added with the last report on the CAD from an institutional perspective. And keep in mind that every currency on the spot is traded against the USD. So if institutions are shorting the CAD, they're actually shorting CAD USD, meaning that they are longing USD CAD. So as institutions are longing USD CAD, we do have higher probabilities of getting a potential continuation to the upside if the market will break that daily range to the upside, obviously. And by the way, if you still haven't, make sure that you join my free Telegram channel that you find here on the screen and in the description so you never miss new updates. Now, continuing with analysis. Now, until the market will remain below this high of the range, it can easily continue lower. However, if we get a break above on the retest, that is where USD CAD gets interesting, because this is the level at which we could expect more institutional longing of USD CAD. So if we get this break and retest, what would I expect? Well, as usual, trading is reactive and not predictive. The monthly, weekly, and daily timeframes combined with the COT data, those are the best timeframes when it comes to the directional aspect of the market. However, when it comes to identifying early shifts in the trend of a market, the best timeframes for that are the intraday timeframes, so 4 hour and lower. Therefore, what I would expect is that if this market would shift from an intraday bearish to a bullish market, at that point, I wouldn't be surprised to see a potential push higher, completing this daily impulse correction and impulse pattern to the upside. Now, if you want to learn more, I really suggest that you go and check out the transparentfxtrading.com website, which you find linked both in description and on the main page of my YouTube channel. Here, you have the possibility to gain access to the most complete, all-inclusive mentorship program that I have created for you. As soon as you open the website, you will see this video breaking down everything included in the mentorship program. And in the program, you have the possibility to gain access to all my courses and also to the software, so the COT data software, which is exactly the one that we used in this analysis, the trading station software with Telegram signals integration, which puts together everything that you need as a trader all in one interface. You also have the possibility to gain access to one-on-one private mentoring directly with me, so you will have my personal contact. And if you continue to scroll down on the website, you will see that directly from the website, you will have the possibility to register and gain automatically access with the email and password that you will create during the registration process. So at least I suggest that you go and check it out right now. The link is both in description and in the main page of my YouTube channel, and I will see you in it. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to drop a like and also let me know in the comments below for any new pairs or topics that you would like me to cover in my next videos. And I will see you in my next breakdown.